Good afternoon, everybody. This is Diggs. It's another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest. I literally just recorded this entire video without having the record button on. So, best of luck to round two. We're going to talk about the VC Star Guidance, which is going to be coming out. That's Moore's VC, releasing tonight at midnight, where my mom and I will be pulling for it. We're also going to be talking about the Kraken Esper and Kraken VC. Are they good? Are they worth your time? Let's go ahead and dig in. So I'm going to make a far and wide claim for the Moore VC. And that is that it is one of the best VCs that I've ever seen for a elemental composition. What do I mean by that? I mean, if you are running a water element party, this VC is amazing. It buffs, so many different angles and almost every single water unit that potentially exists, right? It comes in at HP 302, Magic 168, Agility 3. So not only are the stats good, it does have agility in its stats. For the individual unit, it's going to buff Spirit plus 10. It's going to give Magic plus 10%, which is just universally great. Of course, you're going to want to put this on a Magic unit, and it does decrease critical hit rate 5. Now, where this really shines and where I really think this kind of flexibility comes is with the party-wide ability. And that's with increased Magic Attack 35, and critical damage up 13. Now, we have a lot of water units in the game that can benefit from critical damage up, more specifically Tidus, right? When you think about water compositions right now, Tidus is the forefront, the unit that's going to be included, right? And he is almost guaranteed to have a guaranteed critical hit, pretty much if you're building him with any type of critical hit build available. And being able to have a VC that both buffs magic attack and critical damage is amazing, right? Because a lot of the times you're running Tidus with like Yuna, but if you're running a mono element composition, maybe you're running Ildira with him, or maybe you're running some other like Miranda, maybe. If you're running that mono element composition, you still want to be able to buff Tidus if you have a mage in the party, right? So this is a way that enables you to both buff Tidus and buff your mages in the party. A great thing that I would think about right now is I think about when Ildira EX potentially comes out, right? Or Miranda EX. And potentially, even just more, if you want to run more in here. Being able to run a mage unit with Tidus and both buff your mages and buff Tidus is so incredibly powerful. And not only that, but when this VC is maxed, it does decrease skill activation time, which is another factor that a lot of water units have, which can just make life a little bit easier. So I think this is actually one of those VCs that universally, if you are ever running like a water composition, if you have Ildira, if you have Tidus, I would invest in this VC. I think this VC is one of those VCs where maybe you don't need to get it the first day that it comes out this week, right? But it's going to be one of those VCs that, over the course of the next couple of months, you're going to want to slowly raise, you're going to want to slowly level, because you never know when the next strong water unit is going to drop in global, and you never know how that might shake things up or how important this VC might be. Let's go ahead and talk about Kraken now. We'll start with talking about the Esper, because I think the Esper is actually very powerful. And again, I actually think this Kraken is probably Tidus's best in slot Esper right now, even over Leviathan. So it does have attack 102, agility 14. And if you come into the skill tree here, the reason I think he's so good for Tidus is because he has access to water attack. He can get attack up, he can get slash attack up, he can get fire killer, he can get accuracy, he can get critical damage up, he can get magic resistance. You can literally gear this Esper to be almost anything you would want in terms of supporting Tidus. You're going to be going up against Black Rose Helena teams, throw the magic resistance on there, right? You're going to be going up against King Mont teams, throw the fire killer on there. Like, there's so many things you can throw on this and so many modifiers and buffs compared to, say, Leviathan 3-star. Siren 3-star is kind of going in a different direction, so she's not going to be as physically based. So, I mean, it's very, like, Kraken, I feel like there are often times where we overlook MR Espers. And Kraken to me feels like Behemoth for water units is what I'm feeling. And we're going to talk about the VC, because the VC I think is kind of terrible, but I actually think that Kraken itself as an Esper is one of the best Espers coming out to the game. And almost everybody has a water unit or a physical water unit that can benefit from having Kraken. So end all be all, get Kraken. He's going to be an amazing Esper. You can get him by getting to rank 5 on the raid that's coming out. So Carbuncle raid will be coming out, and then you can get Kraken rank 5, and you will get his VC and his Esper for free. Now, his VC, you are going to be able to max out for free if you can complete the missions to get his VC shards. It's going to come in a little bit awkward of a VC. It's going to have HP 242, TP 20, Attack 88, Magic 42. For the individual unit, we're going to have Water Unit Evasion +15, Party-wide Water Attack +20, Luck +11%, and as a max level buff, it's going to give Water Units Agility 10%. Now, looking at this VC, I think this would be really great if you are someone who might be like a free-to-play player, and maybe you don't have access to a maxed out Siren or some of the specific VCs that maybe came out with the Final Fantasy X event, some of the limited time VCs. I think this VC, as a free-to-play player perspective or a new player perspective, is a very powerful VC. I think if you are like me, or if you've been playing a while, or you're a whale or a dolphin, I think this VC is pretty lackluster. It doesn't offer much in comparison to, say, Siren, right? Where, you know, yes, we have agility 10%, but odds are you're gonna have a Black Rose Helena in your composition, giving agility to your party anyway. You know, it gives water wide units water attack +20, but if you run Siren, you can have water attack +35. And Siren gives 20% fire resistance to water units, so with the dominance of King Mont right now. So it's just one of those situations where this VC is great if maybe you're not building water element in your teams, or you don't have a lot of limited water VCs, or you don't have Siren built. But it's not going to be a best in slot VC at any point in the future. But again, if you are someone who maybe you're just leveling up water on the side, or maybe you're taking water slow, definitely a good investment. It's free, it's going to be easy to max out, and it could definitely kind of buff up your account just a little bit. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys live on stream tonight. My mom and I will be polling for the more VC, so hopefully you guys will be there in just a couple of hours here. And if you do want to support me, please use my affiliate link, dig.gs/coins. Dig.gs/offer will be up later tonight, so make sure you check that out too if you like your discount on your Amazon coins. If you're not someone that purchases Amazon coins, you can always, before you check out on Amazon, go to dig.gs/coins and check out from there. And it does support me, so that's one of the best ways to support me. Even if you don't spend on the game, you probably spend on Amazon, and it is greatly appreciated, all of you that do that. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day.